Hey my beautiful friends, it's your friend Kevin. Today is Sunday the 8th of October 2023. I'm here with my friends Freddie the Teddy and his friend Patrick the Bear. This is your card of the day. All right, so it is a changeover day. We change decks on a Sunday, and we change our Archangel of the week, which is going to be the card that influences this deck each day and the mood. So the two isms I've got today are things are always coming to me. They are coming no matter what. And the mood sets the vibration. And that is the reality. So whatever comes to you and me and us today, tomorrow, this week, whatever's popping up, it's going to come anyway. What's the mood that we're going to set? What's the vibration? And how is that going to change our reality? All right, we're using Kyle Gray's The Angel Guide Oracle deck this week with images by the lovely Jennifer Hawkyard, and I'm just going to go through. I've already shuffled these cards. I'm going to go through and count out 8 cards for the 8th of the month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's the 8th one. So, and this now, because of the back of it, is from Archangel Power Tarot Deck. Divine Guidance, Archangel Sandalphon. Now this is lovely, and it's a number 5. So the number 5 basically transitions, moving into something new, sort of looking at what we can learn, looking at what we can gain, looking at what we can gather. And then, of course, Radley put some keywords on the bottom of this deck. The search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach, and surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. And here we see Sandalphon really dressed as the high priest. And if I lift this card up, you can see on the bottom of his robes all of the symbols for the various different, whoops, did we get that close? Various different the yin-yang symbol, the Christian symbol, Star of David, all sorts of symbols to just symbolize spirituality. And here he is standing as a high priest. Now, Sandalphon is said to be the archangel that takes your prayers up to the divine. Interestingly enough, that this card should pop up because on Friday, the 14th, we move into a new moon, and it would be 5 minutes till 7 if you're in London time. It's going to be actually the 15th at 4:55 a.m. Then if you're on the west coast of the United States, it will happen on the 14th at 10:55 in the morning. So if you're in New York on the eastern part of the United States, the new moon will cycle in on the 14th of October, right around 5 minutes until 2 in the afternoon. Now, there's also an eclipse popping up, and the eclipse, according to Yasmin Bolin, looks a bit like a sliding door that takes us into a different realm. Some people look at them as portals, but that's coming up at the end of the week, and I can get a little bit more into that, perhaps in a different video. Anyway, let's get on with the card of the day. Great Father in the sky, angels, ancestors from all four corners and all realms, thank you for revealing to me what I need to know. I set the intention to deliver a message in such a way as to enlighten, to inspire, and to heal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now these Oracle deck cards are just little. Let's see what the, that one. Let me just choose the one off the top. Okay, Mother, Father, God. This is lovely. This is such a lovely, lovely, lovely card. And it goes along with all of this. here's what you are being guided to do without any confusion. Pray. Get your aspects into your inner faith. And this delightful card is showing that you are not separated from the great universal power. You are not separated from all that is. You're not separated from the great creator. And we see this incredible, powerful image where the person, you, me, any human being, is one with the environment, both spiritual and physical. It is all one energy swirling. Now we've got our subject here in the image reaching for the center of the sun and being part of that energy. And then we look at their body and it's emanating that same energy reflecting back. You see the swirl up in front looks like the swirl on the body. And then we're standing grounded on the earth. And yet our mind and our heart and our thoughts are going upwards. The energy is happening right now, all the time, in all spaces at once. And our job, journey, and joy, if you will, if you can get there, is to balance all of this out and go with what it is we're looking to achieve, what it is we're looking to get. And I'm really going to say, with Archangel Sandalphon being the great teacher this week, he's asking us to take an alternative approach if things are not working. If the people and the places and the situations and the stories that you've got going on simply feel heavy, lethargic, if you're listening to people and they're bringing your energy down, you can be a teacher and suggest to whoever, particularly if you care about them, if you really care about them, you can simply say, I'm going to choose a different way of thinking, believing and being, and I'm going to choose joy. And I'm going to choose something that's a little bit better for me, something that perhaps lifts me up, makes me feel better. I can't imagine anyone choosing to say, well, that's just ridiculous. And there are some, I would imagine. Well, no, I don't know anyone in my own life, really. It's very delicate. It's a very delicate thing to try and educate someone and help someone and guide someone into a better way of thinking, a better way of being, a more positive way of vibrating, particularly if they're experiencing difficulty. Like if someone really is gripped in the feeling of grief and the feeling of loss and the feeling of frustration and the feeling of challenges, it is very difficult, very challenging, can almost bring about anger when you suggest they choose something else or they choose a way to find the joy. You know, I can imagine if I've experienced some kind of devastating travesty or a loss that takes me a minute to ground. Someone's coming at me with happy, happy, joy, joy thoughts. I almost want to strangle them. No, not really. I'm just saying that because you can just get it. Those times that you want to weep in frustration, that you want to feel, oh my goodness, what can I do? And here you've got this, gaggling of giggling people. Can you just stop already? I need a moment. But then there's a reminder that we have a choice. It's a difficult choice to walk away from something that's challenging and difficult if it involves someone else. It's a difficult choice. I was once taught by a spiritual teacher, the bigger the risk, the better the payoff. The more there is to lose, the more there is to sacrifice, the more there is to give up, the more there is to replace it with something better. That's a really difficult or a really challenging thing to get your mind around. I'd say that for today is the energy to connect with the power of the creation. What created us, what created the earth, what created the sky. Your spiritual parent, God, the divine, whatever that is to you, is surrounding you with incredible love and filling you with divine energy and inspiration. Take advantage of it. Let that help you move forward. This card is most definitely directing your heart toward the heart of God. And it's telling you that you are significant and you're magnificent and you're precious. You're loved beyond measure. And the greatest power that created you and created everything else is incredibly proud of the journey that you're on. You're being encouraged to have the faith and know that anything is possible for you. Every opportunity turns into a possibility. Everything. No matter what you're going through, you're connected to Source all the time. And your angel guides, your spirit guides, the ones that have ascended and gone before you, are encouraging you to remember it. Let that kind of energy heal you. Bring you back to a wholeness, completeness, a feeling that I've got all of this going on. Whatever stories you've heard about what the universe, about God, about religion, about judgment and all the rest of it, you've got to wash all that away. The divine energy could never, ever, ever hold anything against you. And I've heard it said that God does not judge us, doesn't say that we've sinned. There's nothing but forgiveness. We're the only ones that judge ourselves. So this is a day to celebrate how amazing you are, how brilliant you are. And if you've ever been one of those people like myself and others that feel like you're not good enough, or that you're not being seen, or that you're being judged unfairly, whatever those negative thoughts and feelings are, know that, forgive yourself for saying them. Forgive yourself for thinking them. Forgive yourself for believing in those. They're here. The angels, the spirit guides, those of the light are here to create healing. You can bring parental healing. You can bring healing for your little ones, your children, if that's what you need to do. This is about healing. It's about forgiveness. And I feel like that's it for today. Divine guidance is going to be with us all week long. This is stepping into new realms. We're coming up on a new moon. That's when we get to ask for what we're wanting, put our petitions forward. And then with this eclipse popping in, we can slide back the doorway and look through the portal of spiritual awareness. Renew all the relationships that we've got going on. Renew relationships with co-workers. Renew relationships with ourselves. Like, put something new in place so that we go into the rest of the autumn or into the spring if we're on the southern hemisphere with that sense of a greater way of fortifying what we're doing. Eclipses, new moons, new seasons, they do bring about changes. They do bring about alternatives. And sometimes that can cause people to feel a little bit uneasy. But isn't that what we're here? We're here for this great big adventure. We're here to sort of understand the quirks and make the queries that we need. What is this about? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? And that's a constant thing. Anyway, my friends, until tomorrow, thank you for your comments, your support. You're getting the word out there. These numbers are going up. Click, 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 ting, ting, ting. I love it, I love it, I love it. Big news. This week, I'm going to challenge myself to start a Patreon channel or something of that sort. And then I'll be adding content to that. I wouldn't be I'd be interested, put in your comments what you believe a decent subscription fee would be. I know some folks out there, brilliant folks, do a tiered subscription. I'm just thinking of a subscription, period, done. The daily card of the day, what I do here, what I'm doing here now, will still be free. I still think I'm going to offer somebody something to walk forward on the right foot. But then for other content, I'm thinking of unboxing new cards that come in, talking about the reason why I choose the cards. I've approached some spiritual friends of mine about doing a monthly chat on a Zoom channel where it's called Loose Talk, spiritual loose talk, coming to the table with a subject and having a chat about it. And each contributor chats about their take on it, their avenue, if you will, their direction, if you will, and maybe bring their own gifts to the table with their open chat for people to ask questions. I feel like that would be worth it once a month. And then there'll be other things. All right, my friends, until tomorrow, big love to all of you. Bye for now.